Addiction is real and it's rampant, but the problem is, most people don't even realize they're addicted. But today, I'm not talking about smoking, overeating, or alcohol addiction. I'm talking about something possibly just as or even more harmful. I'm talking about your smartphone addiction. Did you know that the average person checks their phone 110 times a day? I'll say that again. The average person, not the highest user, the average person checks their phone 110 times per day. Here are some more statistics that might surprise you about cell phone addiction. 3/4 of people check their phone first thing when they wake up. 1 in 3 smartphone users wakes in the night to check their phone. It's actually 50% for people aged 18 to 24. Researchers found high mobile phone use was associated with stress and sleep disturbances for women. The same study found that high mobile phone use was associated with sleep disturbances and symptoms of depression in men. Long periods of cell phone use cause you to arch your neck and hold your body in a strange posture. This can lead to chronic back pain. I'm not suggesting that cell phones are all bad and that you should give them up entirely. That is not realistic, and they of course can serve a good purpose for many reasons. But it is important you become aware of how often you're using it and how it might be harming your life. Why? Recent studies have linked social networking to depression and anxiety. Since 2010, around the time when most people got smartphones, searches on Google for depression and anxiety rose incrementally. If you are dependent on your device, you most likely feel anxious and depressed when you aren't using it. Quit seeking a quick hit of dopamine from Twitter or Instagram, and only use social media at specific times, if at all. A good example would be 10-minute windows at lunch or after work. If you are struggling to find happiness, pleasure, and a relaxed mood, put the phone down and do something else. Smartphones are killing your sleeping patterns. Research shows the light from your phone is killing your sleeping patterns. That's why so many people lie in bed restless and unable to get quality sleep. While some hardcore digital detoxers might have you remove phones from your bedroom, I'm not sure that's very practical. Instead, try to minimize technology or screens at least 60 minutes before bed if you have trouble sleeping. Successful people aren't waking up and scrolling through social media. As Mel Robbins said in the 5-second rule, imagine Bill Gates or Oprah Winfrey. Do you think they are lying in bed scrolling through social media? Of course not. So why are you? You want to start your day energizing yourself, not giving your energy away to mindless social media or maybe even worse, the news. Instead, focus on creating in the first hour. Work on yourself by reading a book, meditating, observing your thoughts, or writing in a journal. A recent Forbes study found that 3 in 5 people spend more time on their phones than they do with their partners. If you can't go out to dinner with your significant other or friends without your phone, you might have a problem. Do you value social media more than your loved ones? If not, turn it off. Show them. Be one of the few that have better quality relationships in person than they do on social media. These are the 5 phone addiction warning signs. Number 1, you check your phone in the middle of the night. Seriously, nothing on social media is so important that you lose your sleep over it. Number 2, you text walk. This happens to a lot of us, but if you're running into people and missing out on life because you're looking down, you might have a problem. Number 3, you can't help but use your phone when face-to-face with others. Do you fear real-world conversations and instead choose to watch a video or scroll through social media? Number 4, your phone is your constant bathroom companion. Do you really need it in there all the time? And number 5, you get anxious when you forget your phone, or worse, when you think you've lost your phone. So if you now know you are one of the majority with a problem, here are 7 ways to take control of your phone addiction and take back your life. Number 1, acknowledge you are in control. First off, who's in charge? You or your phone? You, of course. The reason you're checking your phone so much is that you've developed a habit of checking your phone. Any habit, whether good or bad, is not easy to break because your brain looks at a habit as a way of survival. Obviously, checking your phone 100 times a day or smoking a pack of cigarettes isn't a good habit, but your brain doesn't realize that yet. It's up to you to acknowledge you are in control first off. Then use the coming steps to change your habits. Number 2, delete your apps. How many apps on your phone are actually helping you become more successful in life? Most likely, apps are just sucking time away from working towards your goals and dreams. One app that might be worth downloading is one that tracks your usage. This way, you can figure out which apps are taking up the most of your precious time. For example, Instagram now lets you know how much time you spend on the app within your settings. If you review your daily phone usage, you may just be appalled enough to take action and take back control of your life. Number 3, turn off notifications. Notifications are one of the biggest distractions that are killing your productivity. Whether it's email, Facebook, or something else, notifications can make it nearly impossible to stay focused, because one notification can lead you to email, social media, or texting. Turn off all notifications, and I can almost guarantee your phone time will go down a ton, and your productivity will skyrocket. Number 4, take short phone-free vacations. Remember, right now you're in the habit of checking your phone frequently, but with a few tweaks, you can learn to live without it. Start by taking a mini phone vacation by putting it in a drawer for an evening or a 3 to 4 hour chunk of time. Tell people that you regularly communicate with that you're taking a phone break, and I'm sure they will understand. Learn to live without it for a few hours, and you'll find time for other things you love doing, and not find yourself as dependent on your device. Number 5, pay attention. Not only is your phone robbing you from other things in life, sometimes it's extremely dangerous. People die every year from taking selfies, from looking down on their phone at crosswalks, and by texting while driving. Don't let your phone ruin your life. Be mindful of when you are using it, and make sure you're not endangering yourself or others. Number 6, don't take it to dinner. Unless you're a food blogger who needs to take pictures of your meal for work, leave it in the car or at home. It's amazing how much more present you will feel and how you can focus on a real conversation. If you must take it to the meal, make sure to leave it in your pocket or purse. Even having it on the table is a subconscious reminder that it's there and will make it easy to check for notification. Number 7, set a digital detox alarm. A good idea might be to set a reminder at nighttime to power off at nighttime. At that point, switch it to airplane mode or leave it in another room until you rise the next morning. Friends and family will learn that you are unavailable during those times. If you can't do this, make sure to at least take an hour off at night and in the morning to give your eyes and brain a rest. Start your digital detox today. Only you know how much your technology is hurting certain parts of your life, and only you can make the changes needed to make your life better. What I guarantee you, the less devices you have in your life, the more quality you will have in your life. Start controlling your technology instead of it controlling you. Here are a few things you can start doing. No phone on the table when eating with anyone. No phone on your desk when you're working. A great morning routine, no social media, emails, or texting the first 60 minutes of the day. The result? You'll feel happier, healthier, and sleep better than ever before. Remember, you control the technology. It doesn't control you. Hopefully these tips can help you live a much better life with less phone time involved. Remember, you run the device. It doesn't run you. If you're finding yourself struggling, don't beat yourself up. You're not alone. The people who create them intentionally make them addicting so you stay on them longer. Start using some of these strategies, and I promise you can beat phone addiction and will love your new life.